We are at 1 Northampton Street here in Easthampton, Massachusetts at the Heavy Culture Cooperative ribbon cutting.
I'm the bar manager here at the Heavy Culture Cooperative. My name is Nicole Galinsky, and I'm excited for today.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Brian, one of the OG board members of THCC and co-founder of RPM Fest. Stoked for opening day ceremonies here, and very excited for the future.
Welcome, friends and elected officials and other people, to THCC's official ribbon cutting ceremony. Woo! So, just a little bit of background for those who don't know. THCC really started as an idea right around the time that everyone was getting vaccinated after the pandemic, and we were realizing as we were opening up that we didn't have as many spaces to play as we used to. And so a bunch of us kind of came to this idea that I think it made sense for us to finally do something that a lot of us have been dreaming of doing for a while and open our own space. So it was Tim's idea that rather than be a nonprofit like we initially were thinking, that we instead become a co-op. And that's been incredibly helpful for us. We've got, as of next week when we approve the members who applied in December, we'll have just over 200 members. And we will have raised from those members, either from the purchase of shares or from the from people giving us member loans. We'll have raised about somewhere between $60,000 and $70,000. This allowed us to open without owing any money to a bank. So this is going to be a really exciting space. It's going to be sort of a community space for, like, a lot of us are into metal or punk, but just generally we want to make this a space that is really set up for music and art that doesn't get booked at the places that exist around here. Like, I love the breweries, and I have a lot of really talented friends who go and play music at the breweries, and that's amazing. But that's not we're not the kind of stuff that they're looking to do. So that kind of stuff we're thinking we're going to be able to do here. We'll get, after we do the cutting, I'll give a tour to anyone who's interested. We've got our bar room open. Our stage room is imminent. And then we're working on the upstairs where we're trying to get some practice space in, because there's a real shortage of practice space in the area. So before we get the ribbons cut, I understand that, Mayor, did you want to make a remark?
I think this is a great example of what can happen when people put their heads together to do something that they really care about. For me, this means a lot because about 18 years ago, roughly, I was part of the committee that basically disposed of this building, and we put a restriction on it that it stayed because they wanted to put a Walgreens here. And we know what happened to Walgreens, right? So the fact that this is getting reused, and the massage school was great. We tried, we got an over quota liquor license for the art bar. It didn't work out. I think this is a great fit. And I think this is really exciting. So it's really exciting for me to be able to be mayor as THCC comes to Easthampton and brings this amazing style and genre out into the public that isn't being represented widely in Easthampton right now. So I think that's awesome. So I really appreciate all the work that everybody's done.
My name is Homar Gomez. I'm your state rep. We talk about resiliency all the time. In a group that is really resiliency, is this group. And I'm gonna have to tell a little story about you guys. This group of people apply for so many places, and everybody say no, and they never give up. That's what we need in our community. People that fight for what they believe, and at the end, they will get it because they're doing the right thing. That's what we have to do. I admire what you guys have been doing. I remember maybe 8 years ago when you started looking for places, and Tim was looking for places more than 8 years ago. But I remember 8 years ago going to all over the place in Easthampton, and we couldn't find a place. And after that many years, finally, you have a place. You have one of the best places in Easthampton. I'm glad that you finally got what you guys deserve. We are here to help. I have to say thank you to the mayor. Thank you to the city councilors elect. they are new in this role, president of the council. Uh, we have to say thank you for all of you. This happened because these people fight, and for their reason, I have a citation from the State House. And this is from myself and the senator. Senator Sally is not here today because he is part of the National Guard and he is being deployed, so he's not here. But in behalf of the whole State House, 160 state reps and 40 senators, we say congratulations to you all. We wish you the best, and we're here to help for whatever you guys need. Congratulations.
We came up with the idea to do a little ceremony here. You know, metal is all about helping each other. They say that in the mosh pit, there's only one rule, and that if someone goes down, you get them back up. I believe that in the pit, and I believe that in politics, and I believe that in everything in life, that we should be helping each other. So we have a little ceremony planned. I didn't get quite as much ribbon as I wanted, but it's all right. The idea is that this ramp, we were really deliberate when we started that we weren't going to look at any spaces unless they were accessible for someone in a wheelchair. So this ramp, to me, that represents our desire to have an inclusive and attainable and accessible space for all of the people that we in our community. And all of these ribbons on it represent all of the setbacks and frustrations and challenges that we faced along the way.
Plug in the sign. Plug in the sign. Hey! Woo! This is good. Right after the Civil War ended. So, yeah, it was Easthampton High School.
So two features here that I think are worth calling out. One, you'll see these shutters right here. These are special acoustic shutters that people with sound techs, like who are members, designed. Each one of them is like a plywood box full of rock wool and mass-loaded vinyl. They're incredibly sound absorbent. Another thing that we have, it's a little hard to see, but we designed a whole system here. So obviously, 20-something years ago, there was a terrible fire at a nightclub in Rhode Island, and a lot of people died, and it has really changed the way that fire code works around live music. So we've designed a system here that if the fire alarm is triggered, all of the stuff that's plugged in on stage plus the soundboard are all powered by power outlets that have these relays on them, so they'll shut down if the fire alarm goes off. So that was, again, those sorts of systems are normally incredibly expensive, but we engineered and built our own system because there's so many brilliantly talented people in our co-op. And so, yeah, this is like, eventually the idea is that we're gonna get sprinklers, hopefully. And once we do, the capacity of the space goes from, right now it's 49, it'll go to at least 150. So we're just keeping it as the two spaces for now. So yeah, this room is going to be, we're working to get this operational so that we can start having live music in here in February. Anyway, thanks so much for coming out, everyone, and enjoy.